Hello and welcome back to the YU Outsider. This is episode 5, 6, 5.5. 5.5. Let's go with 5.5. My name is Chloe Baker. That wasn't right. My name is Chloe Baker. That wasn't right either. No. Hello everybody, welcome actually back to the YU Outsider. This is confidently episode 5.5. My name is Shanara Gronin.
And my name is Chloe Baker, and we're so excited to have you here tonight where we don't observe, we don't comment, we just report from the outside.
Indeed we do. Last week, unfortunately due to technical difficulties, we weren't able to produce a full episode. So two things of note that we missed last week were the SCDS play, what was it, A Man Who Came to Dinner, which was, I saw it on Wednesday night, I thought it was fantastic. Chloe, did you end up seeing it?
Didn't make it there, I had to pull an all-nighter writing a paper.
Okay, she'll have some explaining to do to her friends who are in SCDS. There's also a Motzei Shabbos water park extravaganza of sorts for Barron students. It costs apparently $25,000 to fund, the commentator reported. Chloe, did you end up going?
I had another lame excuse. I got sick and I did not think swimming was the best idea.
I think finals are something on all of our minds, Chloe, certainly. But aside from that, what's going on this coming week?
Well, a lot is going on this week, starting with Monday, Coffee with Dean Sipis on the Barron campus. Come voice everything you love about Stern, all of your complaints about Stern. She's here to listen over coffee. There is going to be cocoa and crochet on the Barron campus. That sounds interesting.
You guys are missing out.
The Chabad Club is having a paint night on Barron on Monday, and the music club is having an open mic night on Wilf. So shout out to Sydney Lugo, my favorite drummer.
Cool for Sydney Lugo. I don't know who that is, but good job at making Chloe's favorite drummer. There will be more coffee with Dean Sipis coming Tuesday, so that's 2 days of coffee with Dean Sipis in a row. There will be jewelry making, L'Yisrael and Hanukkah. I'm not sure what that means exactly, but that will be on Barron, unsurprisingly. The Genotoxicity of Dentistry with the Scientific Journalism Club. That's probably the most difficult name of any club event I've ever heard to pronounce, but that sounds cool for those who are interested. That's also on Barron. There will also be a Writers Guild meeting in First Hall here on Wilf campus in room 204, and there will be an Oreo Menorah building session also here on Wilf. I will definitely be there.
Yum.
That sounds cool.
Coming up on Wednesday, we have the Barron Blood Drive, so if you're scared of needles, I would avoid that. There's another segment of Coffee with Dean Sipis. There is kit packing with Project Sunshine, and a Hanukkah trip to the Ohel for the tefillah for the release of the hostages.
Yeah, definitely sounds meaningful. And even more meaningful, yet again, a fourth time of Coffee with Dean Sipis this week on Thursday. Friday and Shabbos will also have the JSS Mechina Shabbaton. If you are in either one of those programs, hopefully you'll be able to pull up.
And on Motzei Shabbos, there's going to be a pizza night on the Barron campus, which is super exciting because for the past couple of weeks, a lot of student organizations and clubs have been trying to get food on campus Motzei Shabbos. And speaking of food on campus, the latest talk of the week has been Racheli Gian's article in the YU Observer, which according to the YU Observer, the 245 Lexington Avenue cafeteria was awarded a C health rating by the New York City Health Department.
Awarded? It was awarded a C?
Get this, due to evidence of rats and mice.
That should be an F. I don't know why is that a C?
Gold medal. But another thing that's interesting about this is I've been hearing more talk on campus from other girls about how the rating was actually a B or a B plus. I don't believe that the health department gives pluses or minuses, but I could be wrong. I just think it's interesting that people are trying to dispute that. And in other news, there's also a new petition and complaints form going around about the cafeteria reform. But in spirit of that, I feel like I owe it to Chobani to write a letter to corporate expressing my utmost gratitude to their Chobani flips, which are my main meals a day.
Chobani flips are pretty awesome. Chobani flips, there was a regime flip this past week in Syria as Bashar al-Assad fled his home country, which he is now the former president of, for Moscow, where Putin seemingly has offered him safety from the rebels who surrounded Damascus and won the Syrian civil war after 24 years of fighting since June of 2000.
In more Middle Eastern news, Hamas has agreed to 2 of Israel's demands for a ceasefire, which could mean that within days, hostages could be released. The ceasefire proposal includes a 60-day pause of fighting for the release of 30 hostages, including American citizens. But in exchange for this, Israel would have to release Palestinian terrorists and increase aid flow into Gaza.
Okay, well, I hope something works out there. But on an unrelated note, Donald Trump, the current president-elect, wants to get rid of birthright citizenship, meaning that being born on U.S. soil, if neither of your parents are citizens, does not automatically make you a citizen. As a native Canadian, how do you feel about that, Chloe?
I'm just curious how babies are going to study for the test. I, myself, could not grasp all the information, so what's a 6-month-old supposed to do?
I hope you'll be able to help them somehow. They're going to need to take tests now. Being born on U.S. soil is not enough. Many of you probably noticed that we sent out a form where you could submit shout-outs to feature people here on The Outsider. So without further ado, we've selected a few to read on the show. Shout out to Pig, I dissected in Biolab. It's been a few months and I really miss you.
Shout out to the tomato garlic pasta for lunch on Wednesday on Barron. Absolutely slayed, would recommend.
Shout out to my Orgo girlies. You guys definitely rocked the exam.
Shout out to Dr. Trapito for being a really awesome professor and human being.
Shout out to Matt Miller, legit the best teacher ever. So funny and kind and helpful. Love Matt Miller.
So nice that all of these are the English department.
I was gonna say.
Wow. Shout out to Kiki. Reason, just for being Kiki.
Makes sense to me. Shout out to Gittel Friedman on her 21st birthday.
And lastly, shout out to all the calf daddies for sponsoring meals.
Certainly not least. Important for those who are potentially interested in working with the YU Outsider, we're looking for those to help out with video directing. We are also looking for those who are proficient in video editing and editing softwares. And we're also looking for more cameramen.
Or women. If you'd like to learn how to get involved or how to join our team in other ways, reach out to the email below. Forever, snare points. We can't wait to see who wants to be involved.
Anyway, that's all for us tonight here for episode 5.5 of the YU Outsider. My name is Chloe Baker.
Okay, I'm done.
5th time is the charm. Kaj por tiuj, kiuj volas siajn novaĵojn en Esperanto, mi estas ĉi tie por vi ankaŭ.